on the key issues, at least, that were very important to us.
The Gambian leader also commended the UNESCO executive body for accepting the State of Palestine as a member and the United Nations for the decision to offer the country a non-member observer state status. The two-day summit came to an end with President Jammeh declaring the Gambia's bid to host the 14th summit of the organization slated for 2019. The offer was welcomed by leaders of the second largest international body, who also have it noted in the final communique adopted by consensus at the closing ceremony.
The Wolof says that Kuyagasi ten back fekalofo. His Excellency has been fighting, for this country to host the OIC. And it's way back to 96 so to 2000, where we've expressed he expressed the intention of the Gambia to host the summit. So he has been given the chances, allowing others to have it, like Malaysia for some reason. A request from the Malaysian President Mahathir, and subsequent meetings also he let it go, but he believed that the time was not right, maybe, and that was Allah's decision. His Excellency made it very clear, a very passionate proposal for the bid this afternoon, and it was well received. And before the end, it was declared, that they're very happy to inform the gathering that the next summit would be in Turkey, and they have accepted and appreciated the offer of the Gambia to host it in 2019.
That was a high note, bringing the session to a close, with the President assuring leaders of the bloc of a successful summit, counting on the experience garnered in the hosting of the African Union Summit in 2006.
But the totality of the summit has to be seen not only in the context of the final communique, but also in the context of the individual interventions made by the different heads of state and leaders.
The changes that are happening could be used to further strengthen human development. And when I talk of human development, it links me to the fact that OIC comprises of countries that are one of the richest on earth in terms of minerals. And if we are to use these resources well in support and in solidarity, we should be able to tackle most of the poverty issues that we face in our countries.
He met the President of the Republic of Turkey, His Excellency Abdullah Gül, and the size of the Gambian delegation in that closed-door meeting is testimony to the different fields of interest the Gambia wishes to engage its Turkish counterparts. The President also met the Secretary General of the OIC, His Excellency Ekmeledin Isanogulu, as well as the head of the Moroccan delegation to the 12th conference of the OIC, before departing for Banjul under a trail of successes recognized even by Gambian students studying in Cairo. They have gathered to cheer him off at such short notice. Abdunjai, GRTS.
The people of Penyam West Coast region recently celebrated the inauguration of a skills acquisition center, courtesy of a Netherlands-based NGO called Help the Gambia to Learn. As we hear in this report, the intervention forms part of a broad range of endeavors conceived to arm the youth of the country with vocational education. After years of concerted efforts geared towards providing quality education for the village's future leaders, the Friends of Penyam Village finally took delivery of a skills training center, which will serve as an annex to the upper basic school.
Well, we would like to build lower basic here on the grounds, and we hope to start maybe September, October, if the funds are available, because now we go home and we do fundraising for the lower basic.
The Regional Education Director hailed the philanthropists for donating learning materials to school children, which he said will aid them in their education. He further urged the people to make the best out of these facilities brought to their doorstep, and thanks parents and guardians to work hand in hand with the teachers for the betterment of the village. Bakari Kujabi is the project coordinator. He dilates on the numerous benefits his community will gain from the development.
The community will really utilize this structure because it's well equipped, and definitely it is for the interest of the village and the entire community, especially the Gambia, because it's well equipped, and I think we will make the best use of it.
The community of Penyam village through the Alcalo expressed their appreciation for the laudable gesture. For Grts News, I am Fatou Jassi. Stakeholders in the business of disaster management and mitigation have been taking part in a campaign designed to broaden their understanding of a wide range of issues such as child protection, fire outbreaks, and environmental sanitation. Our Ibrahim Ajata has more on a recent gathering hosted by the Kanifi municipality. Well, Gambia Police Force has taken delivery of 10 stretchers and 10 complete first aid boxes. The items donated by Gambia Red Cross Society are expected to help the police when it comes to handling emergencies. We have details in this report. The Gambia Red Cross Society works closely with all the stakeholders in the provision of assistance to vulnerable groups. It is in this vein the humanitarian organization continues to invest in sustainable programs at all levels of society to provide the much-needed social services.
It is the responsibility of the Gambia Red Cross to make sure that personnel of the police force living in the Gambia or working inside the Gambia should have basic knowledge of first aid to be able to protect and save lives. For being the case, the Gambia Red Cross have trained at least annually 30 people, and this year the cooperation will also continue, and we are also going to target another 30 personnel to be trained. But this donation that we are presenting today is a support from the international community of the Red Cross, that is the ICRC, who had signed annual agreements with the Gambia Red Cross, and part of the agreement is to support and build the capacity of the police force in terms of first aid.
The Gambia Red Cross Society top official revealed that this support was provided by the International Committee of Red Cross as part of agreement signed to build the capacities of the Gambia Police Force. Abdullah Sanyang, Commissioner Administration of the Gambia Police Force, recognized the support rendered by the Gambia Red Cross Society all these years and called for an increase in the number of service personnel trained annually by the Gambia Red Cross Society.
Having first aid at a remote area by the police also will not only assist the police but the community at large, because you have certain areas where health care is not available, so the police can take care of that duty, and then training police officers, like training 5,000 police officers who are, have the first-hand knowledge of first aid. That means you are adding 5,000 volunteers to the National Red Cross Society.
The Deputy Inspector General of Police, upon receiving the gift, applauded the humanitarian organization for the good gesture and assured the donors the materials will be put into good use.
First aid bags and 10 stretchers given to the Gambia Police Force as a trial. We definitely commend them for what they have done. And once again, I was saying earlier on, these 8 boxes and stretchers is good to the Gambia Police Force, since Gambia Police Force is mandated to secure life and property.
This donation is among the many interventions the Gambia Red Cross Society is doing to help the vulnerable and improve standards of living. For Grts News, I am Fatou Jassi. Well, we'll be back with news from outside the Gambia after this break. Welcome back. UNESCO has revealed plans to restore damages caused in Timbuktu by Islamists. The destructions are estimated at around 4 to 5 million euros. As we hear in this CFI report, President Francois Hollande of France has also promised to help in the restoration process.
The announcement was made to the press by the Director General of UNESCO in person. UNESCO will soon make an assessment of all the damage caused in Timbuktu by the Islamists. UNESCO estimates that between 4 and 5 million euros will be needed to repair and rebuild the mausoleum alone.
We have to make an evaluation of the damage. We are ready to send a mission of experts the first moment when the security allows.
Most of the sacred tombs are in fact situated in the homes of big families who kept them well concealed and preserved during the 10 months of extremist occupation here. The same 30 or so families